Hey guys, Lego 25
and Archer 9234
with episode 44 Ranger Review. Today we have the new Power Ranger Samurai Megazord, aka the Shinkino from Samurai Sensei Shinkenja. The Kuma origami, the Ryu origami,
Shishi origami, Kami origami, and Saru origami.
Aka Dragon, Bear, Lion, Turtle, Ape. Alright, so now we have the Lion Zord, aka the Shishi origami. He doesn't move at all. That's the sad part. Like, you can't move it up and down. You can move the legs, but like that's about it. And the mouth opens and closes. That's about it. Nothing really much you can do about him. So you much you can do about it. The fire symbol in Chinese, the kanji, which is fall. So he's the fire lion, as you guys can call it. Okay, so now we have the Ryu origami, the dragon. So yeah, he is the left foot. He just opens his mouth. Not really much. The legs can't do much. He holds the helmet, and in the American version, he holds the sword, which is like that. That's it.
I think it's a little bit oversized.
But yeah, he can't do much either. Just like the Shishi origami, he can't really do much. Now we have the turtle, Kame origami. Like the others, this one really much is like almost the smallest out of all the Zords. It is one of the arms for the Megazord. Sad part is you can't really move the head either, but the fins can move, I guess, a little
bit.
But the symbol for sky or heaven, which is teen, and that's about it. So now we have the Kuma origami, the bear. He opens his mouth just like Ryu does and Shishi. He really much can't. He's like a big. You can think of him as a big square brick, because
when I first saw the show, I didn't even recognize it was a bear. It looked too weird to look
because
like
the bear will always be like this. He's like this.
Yeah.
But
it was very much different. I really didn't know what the animal was at first.
It was kind of weird at first, also because when you saw him do this attack, you're thinking, so he's a sitting bear or something, but he's actually no. He's the wood, which is mok in Chinese. But yeah, he can't move. That's the sad part. His legs are like just stiffly there. We have now the Saru origami, which is the monkey. The elemental is earth. This one, at least this one you can move the hands up and down. Like a real, like in the show where the monkey actually does this and jumps up. You can actually do that. But the only downside is that the legs are
stationary.
Yeah, it's a really nice pose. I think out of all of them, this one's actually the easiest to pose. And this one also is one of the other sides of the arms. And yeah, that's about it. The only thing I don't like about all these is that they can't really do much at all besides just being displayed. So that's the only drawback to them. But other than that, they're pretty cool. So alteration-wise, the mode changes.
Unfortunately, again, we went back to the changing of the molds.
Just like the RPM Megazords, we use the same kind of RPM mode,
the same mold similar to the 2010 Megazord.
Now, we also lose one thing that a lot of people are hoping for, which is the emblem mode. But
Pink is the only one that actually can do it.
Technically, you can only Pink does it because that's how Pink was. Red is half of his emblem.
Yeah, his feet are supposed to turn sideways right and then close up.
These two sides right here, they're supposed to be, but yeah. Blue loses his is also. And the bad part about the ape, the paint is we changed the paint. Our yellow is more darker than the Shinkino. Shinkino was more of a lighter yellow.
Yeah.
The face is supposed to be black, but we never actually painted it. And also you can't form emblem mode either. You can't turn the side. You're supposed to be able to turn the side and fold it. When you fold this, you're supposed to turn it and fold it.
The pivot joints that you see over here are supposed to be originally yellow, but they're gray for our version.
For the bear, besides losing his emblem mode, he lost a lot of paint, like majority of the paint.
All the feet had silver on each part of the feet and the inside. And also, the feet are squished. They have the inside goes in our version, while on the Japanese version it's curved outward.
And the lack of, we lose chrome, this was chrome, and also the back is different.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's just a little small peg, unlike the Shinkano, which was actually...
It looked more like the original Megazord where the feet would click in.
But other than that, I mean, we did keep the up and downwards, but when you put it like this, the emblem paint is not even on it at all.
Yeah,
you can actually see it. It's wood. But there are pegs here, which I guess form a reason later on in the show, but we won't know until...
We don't know because everything's been modified.
Until we get the later releases of the Zords. For Kame, we changed the arm. The symbol of the Shinkenger was supposed to be on this side, but they changed it to that side for some odd reason.
The connector part for the arm was supposed to be black, but they left it gray as the body.
And the back is always different as well, so that was...
But the main body and head are pretty much identical.
It's pretty much identical. We do have the star or the sky or heaven symbol, whichever one you guys want to think of it as. Ryu Origami was changed the most. As you guys know,
his neck is missing.
Was this? Hello, yeah. Where's my neck?
On the original version, it would pop out an extra point where the neck can actually rotate.
Ryu Origami is actually just like the original Die Ranger. It's like the notable changes to that is that
he can partially become emblem mode.
His emblem mode is water, but you can partially do it, I guess. But you can't close it up like originally. And now we changed the feature. Beside the chrome loss right here, we changed how the helmet was supposed to be stored.
Originally it's supposed to be on top.
Right here, on the top, and it'd be a little bit like longer right here, just by an inch, because the tail would fly up.
Yeah, but it's moved to the bottom.
And now we use a sword and we stick it in the behind. It looks weird already. And also, the legs are different too. They don't really look like the real legs from the...
For the sword, the paint job's actually been removed. The hilt usually had the gold and black paint on it, and also, thanks to the sword being extra big, it can't fit inside the Kanjiki origami for the sword finisher move between the US and Japanese toys.
So that means that the Japanese versions cannot actually fit the American version.
Even though they're almost identically the same size, they can't combine with any of each other.
So that means that if you go with Japanese, you stick with Japanese. You go American, you stick with the American. Now for Red, as you guys know, he is completely changed too. The head is supposed to be a bit longer, but we don't have it, and we lost paint jobs on the sides. We did keep the emblem symbol, but we lost the symbol, the emblem symbol.
The connector pins that are used to form other modes in Shinkano were completely changed. We got these kind of pins, but they're actually inside for Shinkano.
And then you guys notice from the back, they're just pegs right now, unlike Shinkano, where it actually like you take out boxes where you actually plug it in. We did keep the emblem here. It was not chromed in Japan either, but you know, we lose the legs now. We lose the leg. We lose the leg paint, and also the emblem. You can see like the last two sides of the emblem are right here. We lose that too. So now we have the Megazord, the Samurai Megazord, aka the Shinkano now. As you guys can tell, yes, even with the even with the alterations, we lose. I mean, it looks nice. It looks like the samurai. It looks like Shinkano, but it's actually not.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same height as Shinkano, and from far away, you could be fooled into thinking it's Shinkano, but it's not. The main changes were from the feet area. They gave this elongated extra piece of leg, which makes it look a little bit more humanistic, but it loses functions.
Now, also beside the alterations that we have, there's no chrome now, and also the fact that we lose the shield and the spinning disc.
Yeah, the hidden disc was originally allowed you to hook it up on the side,
or on the back,
or use as the main shield for the front.
Now, we do keep the sword. The sword, like the Shinkano, for pink it holds only halfway, but for yellow it holds the full way, you can see on the bottom. And the joint's actually tighter than Shinkano.
Yeah, they're harder to move.
And they're also harder to plug into. This is the exact same mode that we got for the MMPR 2010 Megazord, so you can actually swap the arms and the legs.
Yeah, and do weird kind of configurations.
If you want, but other than that, you know, it's even like if you look at the sword itself, it looks like we almost kept the Japanese design on it, but they just modified it just a little. You can see the lion, you can see the dragon, you can see the bear, you can see the turtle, you can see the monkey. We do keep like majority of it, but it's really hard to see. If it was like the original Japanese one, but other than that, you know, it's okay. Now, if you, like we said before, if you try to combine with the Japanese version, it will not work because
they also changed the configurations of how the auxiliary guys work with it.
You know, I mean, the mode is not bad, but taking out emblem mode and rearranging everything was kind of a iffy thing. Now, you can't change. Now, we don't know if we can actually perform Samurai Howl because you're supposed to change the emblem mode on yellow. Unless what they do is they're gonna do what Overdrive did, have Samurai Howl, but with the correct yellow. Maybe.
It's possible that we can get a different version of the Samurai Megazord, like make it work.
We don't know yet. We don't know what Bandai's planning. All we know is that we got the Megazord. I mean, it looks. I mean, you can. You know, the only thing that I don't like is that when you try to form it straight, it doesn't look straight at all. You actually have to.
It's curved backwards.
You have to do it like this to make it cool. I mean, it's nice that we do get what the Japanese did. We do have the sword like that. It looks nice like that. But other than that, I really don't see, you know, much in the toy line. Looks okay for now. Alright, so that's about it. I do think that the toy line will get better. Let's see what happens with what Bandai America holds for us, and hopefully we get all the other Zords, you know?
Hopefully they don't emit like Mugodayo.
But yeah, join us next week for the Power Ranger Samurai figurines, which everyone's been waiting for. Rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week. So that means that... Ooh, I shot a missile. So join us next week for the Samurai figures, aka the Power Ranger Samurai figures.
You should not do that. It doesn't ignore that.
Do it again. Hey guys, like Blue 25.
And Archer 9234.
With episode 44 Ranger Review. Today we have the new Power Ranger Samurai Megazord, aka the Shinkano from...
I forgot the name of the damn show.
I was like, Shinken, I just remembered.
What the hell is the name of the damn title?
Samurai Sensei Shinkenger.
Alright, how do we fail that?
Oh my god.
How do we fail that?
Oh my god. We just added Samurai in the beginning.